environment. This next gentleman coming to the stage, guys, listen, he went over 200,000, right, as a product of this environment. Produced $100,000 earner. That's a man. That's right. Y'all follow what I just said? That's blowing and going, man. That's getting this thing done. So y'all give it up for the newest $200,000 earner, ALC member. I'm telling you, come to the stage. Soon to be senior vice president, Chris
Y'all excited? Yeah! Are y'all excited?
Yeah!
Y'all ain't excited. Okay. Who ain't want to win, want to change your life? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Ken Thompson broke the thing. But okay, check this out. I'm going to go over some things I think will help you. Because I know I came to so many of these fast start schools over my career that if it hadn't been for this, I'd have been out of here. I'm talking about, I had quit before I got here. But then after I left, I was excited. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all tripping. Y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about before I was quitting on the way. Had quit when I got here. But by the time it was over, I'm going to do it. You follow me? So I know it was a sacrifice for many of you to get here and all this kind of stuff. And so we want to make it worth it if we can. Number one, I think we got to do is control our emotions. Because it's nothing, the people that we're going after, that we're talking to about joining our team, talking to them about being a client, they're not going to change. They're always going to be the same. They're going to be whatever they are, discouraged, not focused, not seeing it, don't have the products. The only thing that changes is our emotions, our desire, our energy level, our enthusiasm, our passion at the moment we talk to them. That's why it's important for us to fight to maintain our level of intensity when we're going to see them. Because if you're not winning today, it's people that, their numbers are up and down. The reason why their numbers are up and down because their intensity level, their focus, their energy, the passion they're putting into it is up and down. You got to figure out how to keep your passion, your energy, your enthusiasm, and which is not easy to do over a long period of time. But I'm telling you, the people that you're looking for, I was in Primerica 15 years already when we recruited Adrian Sloan. Some of you can't stay excited for 15 days, but that's 15, hell, some of you can't stay excited for 15 minutes. Right? But do you think it was worth 15 years? I'm telling you, teammates, that is huge. Because there's no reason for our numbers to be where they are. Because our numbers suck. As a group, if we put up a leader sheet in here with everybody in name on it, and you put your numbers on here the last 90 days, boy, just the thought of that, y'all butt is like, y'all squirming right now. Like, please don't do it. Please don't do it. But we got to control our emotions. The second thing is, now this isn't easy, so the stuff I'm telling you to do, I know it's easier said than done. Some kind of way, you have to figure out how to become a machine almost. Where you are so goal-oriented and driven by the number that you're trying to hit that you don't care what they say, where you just emotionless as related to rejection. If they say yes, they say no, whatever, it don't matter. If your goal is whatever it is for that certain day, if it's going to be like we got our 5 to stay alive, we're going to set 5 appointments a day, it really doesn't matter. If the person I'm talking to, they either say yes, I can come see him, when they say no, then I'm going on to the next one. I'm telling you that if you got to be driven to do that, though. The stuff that I'm saying, you got to have a level, and I don't know, probably, most of you probably not going to have it. And, that's the reality of it. You could, but you're just going to let distractions, negativity, something in your environment going to screw you up, just doing something stupid, and blow the best chance you have on this planet to ever have a shot to change your life. to have a house. You know, most people, most people ain't got a job, right? Any of you started on that job, and when you started there, you thought, I ain't gonna be here long? Raise your hand, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I ain't gonna be here long. Then 2 years went by, 5 years went by, 10 years went by, 15 years went by, kids finish high school, you know what I'm saying, kids finish high school, you got a grandchild, right? You still doing the same thing. Now, if you young in here, I'm talking to you too. Right. And that's the reality of it. You're gonna mess around and miss it. So you gotta be so goal oriented and driven that if the person say yes and say no, it don't matter. Like in my opinion, I don't care if you recruit 10 people, you write $10,000 in business, you roll over $500,000, and that day, if you didn't set 5 new appointments that day was wasted. And the opposite of that is, if all your appointments canceled, the sales you just wrote, all of them just canceled it, right? Right. The people you recruited, all of them quit. If you set 5 new appointments that day, that was a great day. So the drive has got to be on creating new activity every day. Now that is simple as, and that's the reality of it. You can't, Art Williams said 35 years ago, the only thing we can control is our attitude and our activity. You got to be driven to create new activity every day. It's the new activity. It's the new activity. If it doesn't matter what happened that day, if you can control what you can control, if you control what you can control, and that's a new activity, you are going to win here long range. You can't do enough of the right things and not win in the business. Next is you got to take personal responsibility for growing. Now we got an environment. I was talking to one of the guys on our team, or he was a pastor, and he was talking about speaking at a guy in his church, and he left, and he came back, and he wanted to be a minister, and the guy came back to his church, and he grew under his leadership, and then the guy ended up becoming a pastor, his own church, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, you know what I got out of that was we have to create an environment where people have an opportunity to grow. But the those of us that are in the environment, we got to take responsibility for growing. And if you come into these fast start schools consistently every quarter, going to your meeting every week, and you're not growing, and you're not making money, you're not seeing some progress, what is the freaking problem? How in the world can you be in the environment and not grow? You must not be taking personal responsibility for growth. If you're going on appointments and you're not closing, you got to figure out what the problem is, what you're doing. If you're not recruiting people, what it is, you have to figure that out. Now, obviously, you got an upline, downline, and the upline trying to create the environment for everybody to grow, but the upline ain't no damn psychologist. We can't figure out what's going on between your two ears. You got to figure that out. And you got to figure out and make the changes. And the last thing is, I'm telling you, everybody in this room, y'all going to leave Primerica. You're going to leave Primerica sooner or later. It's just, everybody does. Art Williams left. Everybody, John Lennon's going to leave. John Anderson's going to leave. Ivan Everett's going to leave. Everybody's leaving. We all are leaving here. The question is, where are you going to be financially when you leave? You leave, I'm telling you right now, you leaving here. You do not have to leave here the way you came here. When I came here, it was unbelievable. I came here less than nothing. With less than nothing. I'm from Enfield, North Carolina. And I literally grew up in the field. I was from Enfield, in the field. The house, we lived in a cinder block house, and it was fields on all four sides. There was fields in front, fields and fields in back. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You follow me? And we hadn't been anywhere. When I joined Primerica, I thought Winston-Salem was like the West Coast. Like, it's nothing west of Winston-Salem. That's it. I mean, that's it. That's Pacific Ocean is at the end of Peter Creek Park. You follow me? And now I can't tell you all the places we've been. I mean, everywhere you can think of. Not to go through all the stuff that we do and all that kind of stuff, because we haven't won yet, nearly to the level we plan on winning. But I'm telling you, my life right now, our life right now is 1,000 times better than anybody in my family, 1,000 times better than when we started. and you have an opportunity to change yours too. But when you leave here, well, how are you, Art Williams said you got a chance to be financially independent. What are you going to leave? How are you going to leave here? It would be absolutely so sad if you came in Primerica broke and you left broke. You came in Primerica renting something and you leave Primerica still renting something. You came in Primerica, ain't been no